cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it. You don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown. But we both know how to swim, no worries, let's flow for now. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it. Days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And then we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it. Take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me.
What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today, we're going to be doing a live watch-along for the Liverpool-Arsenal game. Massive, massive implications on Manchester City's potential Premier League push. At the moment, currently out of our hands. We need a favour from Liverpool. Arguably one of, if not maybe the most difficult that Arsenal have got between now and the end of the season. They're out of Europe. They're out of the FA Cup. All focus for Arsenal right now is on the Premier League. And so we're looking at games, difficult games we've got coming up. Anfield today. They've got to go away to West Ham. They've got to go away to St James's Park. They've got to play Chelsea at home as well. There's lots of little niggly games coming up for Arsenal. But in terms of expectation, to me, I think if Arsenal win this game, that could be the confidence that they need to go on to win this Premier League title. So this is massive because this Arsenal team, they don't have the experience of winning the Premier League. And when you've not got the experience, you need the points. You need every advantage that you can take. And that's exactly what this Arsenal team have been doing. And what they don't want to do at this stage of the season, City won the last 8 games in all competitions, 5 in a row in the Premier League. They can't give City a sniff. So they need to make sure that it stays out of Manchester City's hands if Arsenal want to win the Premier League. And this is a ground in the Premier League that they've not won at since 2012. I think the commentator was just saying a couple of minutes ago. That's 11 years. They have not gone to Liverpool and won in 11 years. So if I'm looking at a match that Arsenal, to me, near guaranteed that they're going to drop points, Anfield is the place where Man City really would want Arsenal to be going. We won our game against Southampton yesterday. We won it comprehensively. So we've got the pressure applied firmly to Arsenal. Arsenal, they must win this game. And the same can be said for Liverpool. People keep speaking about, I want this to be a draw. A draw does neither team any favours. Both teams are going to go for this. And we could do with a bit of a tussle game here. We could do with Liverpool coming out on top. Now, the pitch is slightly smaller at Anfield. It's a very compact ground. The fans are very close to the stadium. Hoping the fans will be able to rile up Liverpool enough that if they can find that all-important first goal, Arsenal may just find it tricky. Arsenal play a very similar style to City. There's a reason why most of the time when we go to Anfield, we end up coming out with the tail between our legs and losing, and that is because how Jurgen Klopp has his team set up. He has them defensively very sound, and he has them sprinting on the counter-attack, and with high lines being played, which is what I'm expecting Arsenal to have, then Liverpool could have a lot of freedom for their attackers. Now, what I think Arsenal are going to do in this game, I think they're going to sit slightly deeper, invite a little bit more pressure onto themselves so they can sit a bit tighter at the back and try and exploit Liverpool's gaps because, boy, there are gaps there left, right and centre. That Liverpool midfield, in my opinion, shocking. Nowhere near as good as what it used to be. And with Thiago on the bench, still lacks that quality. Liverpool's asset, it's got a good attack. So Arsenal just need to be careful about that one. Be a very interesting game to say the least. I'm looking forward to it. So, yeah, stay tuned. Don't forget, leave a thumbs up. That would be fantastic. We're already on 16 likes. Can we get to 100 likes? That would be great. We're, 84 likes away? So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget as well to subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Also, don't forget as well to leave a thumbs up. That would be great. Also, don't forget to leave your thoughts in the live chat. We've got it rolling, so welcome everybody for tuning in. Justin, hello. Thanks for tuning in. Matty, thanks very much for tuning in as well. Also, welcome to Mixid, helping to moderate today's chat. Zed Gamer, thanks for tuning in. And Tommy as well, thanks for tuning in. Tommy, you're right. We really do need a Liverpool win today. That would be fantastic. A draw is more than good enough with the goal difference currently that Manchester City have got. What we want more than anything else, though, in an ideal world, Liverpool win this game would put Man City in a brilliant position for the Premier League because we only play one more Premier League game between now and when we face Arsenal in the Premier League, and that's a home match against a struggling Leicester City side. So very, very fine margins coming up and very interesting as well. Also, I wanted to say a big thank you to today's video sponsor, BetMate, if you want to go and check them out. And the link is in the description or also in the live chat. That would be much appreciated as well. And thank you very much to BetMate once more for sponsoring this video. Blue Moon, thanks very much for tuning in from Vancouver, Canada. We've got Canada in the room, so do let me know where you guys are tuning in from, and also your score predictions in the live chat as well. Mixed going for 3-1 to Liverpool. Zed Gamer reckons Arsenal winning this one by 3-2. Matty reckons 3-2 as well, but doesn't say who to. So Matty, is it Liverpool or is it Arsenal? Adam reckons Liverpool winning this game by 2-0. I reckon... I think that both teams to score. I think 2-1 Liverpool is my score prediction for this game. So very quickly, just going to go through the lineups as the players make their way out of the tunnel. We'll start with the home team first. They're starting with Brazil's number 1, Allison, in goal. They're going with a back four of Trent Alexander-Arnold, Ibrahima Konate, Virgil Van Dijk and Andy Robertson. A midfield three of Fabinho, Jordan Henderson and Curtis Jones. And a front three of Mohamed Salah, Cody Gakpo and Diogo Jota. Jordan Henderson captaining Liverpool today. On the bench for them is Keller, Matip, Tsimikas, Gomez, Elliott, Thiago, Milner, Firmino and Nunez. For Arsenal, their starting 11 for today is Ramsdale in goal. Looks like a back four from them as well. Ben White at right back, Oleksandr Zinchenko at left back, with Rob Holding and Gabriel as their two centre-backs. A midfield three made up of Thomas Partey, Granit Xhaka and Martin Odegaard. That's where my concern is, that midfield battle. If it ends up being a midfield battle, Partey, Xhaka, Odegaard runs all over Fabinho, Jones and Henderson, in my opinion. Front three for Arsenal today. On the right-hand side, Bukayo Saka. Left-hand side, Gabriel Martinelli. And up top, former Manchester City man Gabriel Jesus. Got Zinchenko and Jesus, former City players, starting in this game. Odegaard captaining Arsenal today. On the bench for Arsenal, they've got Turner, Tierney, Kiwior, Walters, Smith-Rowe, Vieira, Jorginho, Nelson and Leandro Trossard as well for Arsenal. Big game, big permutations. As I said, currently live league table, City 5 points behind Arsenal. Arsenal here going to play a game more. We could do with a favour. City got +5 on the goal difference on Arsenal as well. If we can get a favour here from Liverpool, puts us in a very good position heading into a very, very busy push in April with a couple of big Premier League games coming up. Leicester City at home and Arsenal at home as well. For Liverpool, currently sitting in 8th, 3 points behind Brighton. A win here today, more than likely on goal difference, will send them into 7th and into the Europa Conference League place. And they'll be playing catch up there to try and overtake Aston Villa and secure a potential Europa League spot first and foremost. They are already 13 points behind Manchester United. The game in hand here, if they can win that this game against Arsenal, that will send them 10 points behind Manchester United with 9 games to play. Realistically, if Liverpool are wanting Champions League football next season, they're going to need 30 points from 10 games. 73 points probably will be enough to get Champions League football. Liverpool got to win every game. They've got the squad to do it. They're capable of doing it, and it has to start today. If it doesn't, I'd probably say Champions League football done and dusted for next season for Liverpool. So they're in a position of no return and should be a really entertaining game, I am sure. Blue Moon going for a 2-2 draw today. Adam, thanks very much. Yeah, let's get them likes up. That would be brilliant. 22 likes, 78 away from 100 likes. You'll never walk alone. Being belted out around Anfield. I'm sure there'll be some City fans, as much as it makes them sick, in their stomachs, to be cheering on Liverpool. So I'm sure some will be belting out You'll Never Walk Alone as well in support, hoping that Liverpool will be able to do us a favour and get that Premier League title back into our own hands. It means we don't need any more favours from anyone. If Liverpool pick up points today, City's equation very simple. Win every game from now till the end of the season and we'll be Premier League champions. So Liverpool, please do us a favour. That would be great. Matty going for a 3-2 win for Liverpool. Daniel, welcome and thank you for tuning in. Hoping Arsenal going to bottle it. I can see potentially Arsenal, if they do lose this game, drop points against West Ham next weekend or the weekend after, whenever they're facing them, and then come to the Etihad and drop points. That to me is a little bit of a fall off. So we'll see. Cool emoji face. Thanks for tuning in as well. Justin saying Liverpool 4-0 he reckons today, as Matt is hoping Mo Salah going to get a goal. And Daniel, my score prediction for today is 2-1 to Liverpool. As I think we're going to have a moment's silence here for the 97. Is it Hillsborough's anniversary already? But we'll join in with the minute silence here as well to pay our respects. Very well respected that by both sets of fans. Very well respected. And I know there's been bickering and things happening between Liverpool and Manchester City in the past. I don't represent the views of the minority of people that disrupt the moment's silence at the end of the day. It's people's families that have been torn apart forever. So rest in peace to all those that passed away in thoughts with all the family and friends of everyone that was affected by the Hillsborough disaster. As we do have kickoff here for this game. Arsenal getting us underway, playing in all black today, attacking from left to right. Liverpool playing in all red, attacking from right to left. Long ball sent forward by Arsenal. Some interesting individual battles here. Andy Robertson ripped apart last week by Riyad Mahrez, going up against Bukayo Saka. Clumsy from Konate, brings down Granit Xhaka, and that'll be a free kick to Arsenal just inside the Liverpool half. Arsenal do have a very bad record. Zinchenko goes early here. To the left-hand side, Alexander-Arnold under pressure. He's such a bad defender, Alexander-Arnold, and to the byline. Allowed to square a ball across, and it's a good block from Konate. Martinelli just ripping Alexander-Arnold to shreds there. Alexander-Arnold, such a bad defender. He's got no form right now. I think that's definitely a position that Liverpool could look to improve on next season. Why was Martinelli allowed to get a ball across there? It's a good block from Konate, but that's not an encouraging start for a City fan. It's not an encouraging start, but Arsenal know the task. They need an early goal. Silence the Anfield crowd and ease their anxiety. Corner comes in. Just about dealt with by Liverpool, and Curtis Jones can get it forward. Alexander-Arnold, this is where Liverpool are so dangerous on the counter. Zinchenko up against Salah, picks it up, left-hand side, Salah against Martinelli, drives into the penalty area, and Arsenal do well, but they get it clear and only is out for a throw-in to Liverpool. Rob Holding's going to get destroyed today. Potentially, yeah. Potentially. When Arsenal played us in the Cup, though, he man-marked Erling Haaland very well, I thought, Rob Holding. So he's turned up when needed. But a big loss for Saliba being out. And Holding coming in. Julia, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. And Evan, thanks very much for tuning in as well. Much appreciated. Arsenal get that ball, long ball cleared. Alex, thanks for tuning in. And yeah, very well, thank you. We're into day 3 of 4 days off. I'm feeling a little bit more refreshed, which is good. We've got the big Bayern Munich game coming up on Tuesday. I'll be at the Etihad for that. So good times. Daniel, I'm sure we'll all be very happy if we can see City lift that trophy again in May. Arsenal look like they're going to push us all the way, making it a very interesting title race, of course. So don't forget, leave a thumbs up, that would be great. We're now past 25 likes, a quarter of our way to our goal of 100 likes. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe if you're new around here, and do check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Links and details there in the description and also in the live chat. As Zinchenko there just picks up an extra 4 or 5 yards. Fans not happy about it, and referee tells him to get back, and pass forward goes towards Martinelli, comes back from an offside position, leaves it alone, and ball just rolls out for a goal kick, which Alisson's going to take. How many goals do I think Haaland's going to take? Well, I'm hoping that Haaland's going to be able to break the record. So 34 goals in a season in the Premier League is the record. So Haaland's needing 5 more to break that record. And I honestly think if we can keep him fit, fresh and ready to go between now and the end of the season, and he starts every game and gets plenty of minutes in them games, I'm confident Haaland can potentially even get towards 40 goals, as Diogo Jota has a run into the Arsenal penalty area, cleared by goalkeeper Ramsdale, and Arsenal do well to be able to work their way out of bother before Fabinho can wrap that one up and just launches a ball downfield towards his Brazilian counterpart in Allison, and Liverpool can build from the back once more. Here is Cody Gakpo. The Manchester City Mark Goldberg. I don't come out of anything that's controversial, and I also go to games. Sets me apart. Here is Virgil Van Dijk, hoping actually that Liverpool can do to Arsenal today what they did to Manchester United the last time they played in the Premier League at Anfield. 7-0 that day. Don't worry about it, Adam. Made me chuckle. Here's Salah then. Gives it to Jones. Cleared. Only as far as Trent Alexander-Arnold. Gets it to Cody Gakpo. On the left-hand side. Up against White. Gakpo has a shot. And it's high and it's wide. And over the top of the crossbar. And I don't secretly support Nottingham Forest. I like it. Speaking of Nottingham Forest, though, it's a class place to visit. Here's Ramsdale. He's going to launch this one for Liverpool. Only as far as Virgil van Dijk. He'll get that headed clear. I wish I was the Mark Goldbridge for Man City as well. What's he got? Like 500,000 subscribers, maybe more. I'd be raking it in. I have the money just on the floor. I'd buy a big rake and rake it all in. Yeah, it'd be good, but we're not at that point. Not at that point. Oh, man. And yeah, I'm hoping we'll be in Nottingham for Notts County. Well, we'll need to do the video, don't we? So we'll have to get there at some point. Hopefully, Wrexham will get that job done, Mixed, and we can plan ahead for a playoff game. Is what we're hoping for. Here is Ben White then for into Rob Holding. Here is Gabriel. Arsenal just working it round from the back. Liverpool just trying to put the squeeze onto Arsenal. Arsenal just knocking it around. And I have to say that regardless of what happens in the transfer in the Premier League, Arsenal much improved as Saka drives forward and Van Dijk doesn't deal with it, and there's another chance here, and it's 1-0 Arsenal. Not what Manchester City needed. It's Martinelli who just pokes it past Allison. We spoke about in the first minute that they just gave a free run to Gabriel. And he couldn't poke it to anybody, and eventually Liverpool managed to scramble it clear. Rather than this be on the left-hand side, it's in the centre of goal. He gets a foot onto it, and it's just poked past Allison. It's awful defending. Van Dijk couldn't sort his feet out to get it clear. Konate's in the middle of nowhere, and Arsenal's... That's all come from patient build-up. Liverpool are just a mess all over the place. Absolutely all over the place. Take nothing away from Martinelli. It's a good finish. It's a disaster for Manchester City. And Gabriel does well. Robertson can't get there to make the challenge. And it's just a simple goal. And it's almost like slow motion. Absolutely just like slow motion, that. And the all-important first goal comes to Arsenal. And Arsenal, speaking about City getting momentum and getting up ahead of steam, Arsenal, since they've lost to City, I think in the Premier League anyway, have won every single game since and responded really well. And it's almost getting to a point where if you need something doing, you've just got to go and do it yourself. I'm fully confident that City can go to the Etihad and beat Arsenal once more. We've done it in the Cup. We've gone to the Emirates. We outplayed them and beat them there. And I'm confident we could go on to beat them again at the Etihad. But I just feel like with Man City, it's these inconsistencies in the little middle stretch of the season. Everton at home, Brentford at home. These are the games that could really come back to hurt Manchester City. And we've sorted our act out, but at the moment, too little too late, 'cause it's taken it out of our hands. Now, include Nottingham Forest away from home as well. Points we just shouldn't have been dropping. We'll go on, win them games and do the job. We're not in the position that we're in, sitting here watching Arsenal play at Anfield, hoping that Liverpool could do us a favour. Because at the moment, they're just all over the place. Absolutely all over the place. As Alex says there, the bonus that we've got, they've scored after 9 minutes. We've still got another 81 minutes to go. It's a long 90 minutes. And what's different? What is different at Liverpool this season? Did Sadio Mane really have this much of an influence at Liverpool? Because Jota, I mean, I know Luis Diaz has been injured, but Jota, Luis Diaz, Darwin Nunez, Cody Gakpo, these aren't bad players, to be honest. The defence just looks shaky. The midfield looks inept. It's in need of some serious investment. I reckon Mo Salah must sit there on the right-hand side and just think, what's going on? Here's Martinelli. Wouldn't surprise me if Arsenal score again and Zinchenko has a shot. I think that's going out for a corner. Liverpool need to pull the finger out, as Mick Sid says. Pull it out. It's bad. Does he make the save there, Allison? Doesn't take any deflection. I think he does. Yeah, he does make the save. Now, we could do with the famous Anfield atmosphere and the Kop's silent. I can't hear a sound. And Liverpool just seem gone. Absolutely gone. Corner comes in and Allison spills it and they can get it clear eventually. And offside flag's going to go up against Gabriel Jesus. It's so frustrating this with Arsenal because Man City have shown how to beat Arsenal. We've done it twice this season. We know how to do it. And I'm confident at the Etihad we can make it 3 times out of 3. We've shown the standard and what you need to do. And the key is to keep things tight. Are a load of Premier League teams really this open? There is a fine balance between keeping things tight and parking the bus, the low block. There's a big difference between the two. But that Liverpool goal that they just conceded is a prime example of Liverpool should just be keeping things extra tight, because if this was at Anfield against Man City, Liverpool have a lot of success at Anfield against us, so they know that they have to keep things tight, press Man City, and don't give us anything. Yet with Arsenal, is it a respect thing? A team's just a bit like the Leicester season when Leicester were winning when they won the Premier League, when teams were just turning up, thinking, you know what, you're the Leicester team of last season that nearly got relegated, so we're just gonna turn up and we're gonna be the team that shows you who you are and we're going to beat you, and it never happened, and then it was going on a big winning streak of just winning and winning and winning. Because surely with Arsenal where they are in the Premier League, teams need to be looking at Arsenal and thinking, right, okay, what do we need to do? Sit tight, don't give them anything, and when you go forward, play with confidence and be clinical in front of goal. Can I see Jude Bellingham joining City with Liverpool being atrocious? I certainly can't see him joining Liverpool. Certainly if they don't finish in the Champions League next season. Can't see that happening. Is Jude going to wait and be patient? I mean, if Real Madrid have got the funds and they come in for him, I think that would be an option. If I'm Man City, though, Dortmund are looking for around 120 million euros. Get that spread over a couple of instalments. Get a nice sell-on fee included or something, 20-30%. Get that fee down to around £100 million. Sorted is what I'd be doing. That'd be my negotiation tactic. And Daniel makes a very good point. Arsenal will crumble next season. It'll be interesting to see next season as to, once Arsenal do get sussed, and there's very few teams that can play one system, one style, and not improve the team and be able to consistently win a Premier League and win it again. They will need to freshen their team up. And Man City have shown this season that they're capable of adapting their tactics, changing it from 4 at the back to 3 at the back in a complete new system mid-season. It's cost us some points here and there, but they've got the system right now at the right part of the season. So it sets Man City it sets us up very nicely next season to put ourselves in a bid to try and win the Premier League once more before a ball's even being kicked, before the season's even ended. You know that Man City will be somewhere in and around. The question is, will Arsenal, because once they get sussed, can they adapt? And these are the questions. This is how you'll find out how good of a manager Mikel Arteta is. I mean, the fact that he could lead Arsenal to a Premier League title shows that he is a wonderful manager, a brilliant manager. Cross comes in, should be 2, isn't 2. It isn't 2. It's Gabriel Jesus, puts it over the top of the crossbar. A good ball into the box, and Liverpool all over the place. Liverpool all over the place. Rubbish. Inept. I tell you what, maybe we need to start looking towards St James's Park for a favour. At least you've got a manager in Eddie Howe who knows he's already gone to the Emirates and got a point this season. He knows that he just needs to sit there, sit tight and restrict Arsenal and be clinical in front of goal. A little bit like they did at St James's Park against Manchester United. Newcastle made Man United look very ordinary. Very ordinary. It's not an easy place to go to. We've dropped points at St James's Park this season. A 3-3 draw back in August. United have lost there. Difficult place to go. They're a very passionate group, the Geordies, and they will have a pop. And I thought Liverpool would have had a pop here, but here we go. Nadir saying City favourites against Bayern. I mean, if Man City go up against anyone, you think City are going to be favourites with how good City can be, but it's Bayern Munich. They're a good team, led by Thomas Tuchel. It's got a good record in knockout competitions in the Champions League, in particular against City. Be a very interesting 2-leg tie. We're going at the Etihad first. I think I'd rather have been playing away from home first. City under pressure. They need to win. Need to win at the Etihad and have something to go back to the Allianz Arena with. So we'll see. Should be a good game of football regardless. Lots of little talking points. I'll be doing my preview tomorrow for you guys to look forward to, speaking through some of the big talking points for the game. It'll be very interesting. Daniel, I agree, if Chelsea did make the mistake, Graham Potter was never an upgrade on Thomas Tuchel. It's just typical Chelsea. Sign players who don't fit the systems, play no style, hope for the best. It just goes to show that, not fluking, but sometimes your style of football isn't that important in the Champions League. It's just about how you turn up and play on the day. And when you've got enough quality in your team, like teams have in the Champions League, sometimes you don't have to play particularly well. You just need to turn up and be able to get a win over the course of the 90 minutes. City are very much set up for a Premier League title because we are very good in a marathon sprint. We're very good at 9-10 winning games streaks in a row. Whereas in the Champions League, you can win 9 or 10 games in a row, lose one, but that losing one knocks you out. As Robertson's in! Oh, it's wide! Andy Robertson should be finding the back of the net there. That should be 1-1. That should be 1-1. It's more encouraging that from Liverpool. It's a good ball over the top from Fabinho. Ben White that's out of position. Robertson goes across goal, does everything right. Good touch on the ball, gets it ahead of him. And he puts it wide of the post. Not clinical. And I think that's one of the big issues Liverpool have had this season. They're over-reliant in previous seasons on Andy Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold. And their fullbacks, I don't think, have looked anywhere near as comfortable or anywhere near as good this season as what they have in the previous seasons. As Ramsdale goes down and gives Arsenal a chance to have a little team meeting. Tactical, maybe, this from Arsenal. Liverpool also taking the opportunity to have a little drinks break and get things sorted. I'm not sure if this is the little break that they're having for Ramadan or whether it is the injury to Ramsdale, but considering Ramsdale's got the physio on, I'm putting it down to that, but I'm not sure. Either way, both coaches using the opportunity to have a little team meeting. Having again a replay of the Martinelli goal. And it's just... I mean, Virgil van Dijk just doesn't sort his feet out. He's unlucky that it just so happens to fall to an Arsenal player. But it's Konate that's out of position as Ramsdale's back up. So I think that was an injury break. But maybe they've combined both. We'll see. And Matty, Enzo Fernandez would definitely have been an option for City this summer had he stayed at Benfica. He didn't. He chose to go to Chelsea. The mess that is Chelsea. Will he regret his decision? Maybe, but there was no guarantees that he was going to go to Manchester City or somewhere else. And Benfica could go on to reach maybe a Champions League final or even win the Champions League. Maybe Enzo Fernandez should have stayed. As Arsenal just play a hopeful ball forward, dealt with by Allison. So we're near halfway through the first half. Not been that encouraged by what I've seen of Liverpool so far. Arsenal showing their quality, taking their opportunity when it's presented themselves. That looked like handball from Trent Alexander-Arnold, not given from the referee, and Liverpool got a free kick, not given. I think that's Liverpool just getting away with one because I felt that was handball from Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's miles out of position, I will add now. And surprise, surprise, Arsenal just spread the play and get themselves down that right-hand side. Nadir says, imagine Liverpool in the Conference League. I can imagine Liverpool not in Europe at all, to be honest. Carry on like the way that they're playing. I can see Liverpool slipping off and ending up finishing 9th or 10th. There's a free kick given against Arsenal there for a challenge on on Jota. A follow through, the referee says there. I think he might be getting his cards out, you know. Yeah, Ben White. He gets the ball. It's just a follow through. How much of a follow through is there? You see, now, to me, is it reckless? Is it dangerous? Not for me. He wins the ball. There's a time when that's a perfectly good challenge. Now it's a free kick and a yellow card because one part of his studs is showing and going up. Not for me, that, you know. I just feel like they make rules up here for the sake of making them up. It's like the overprotection of keepers. Not for me. the tussling that goes on in the penalty areas should be sorted. I mean, he had a chance to have a look at their 2 penalty decisions not given for Brighton yesterday. Awful. The officiating and the rules that they've got in the Premier League, it's so bad. The Premier League have the cheek to charge Man City with corruption and over 100 charges. Man City are the bad guys. You have a good look at the Premier League's refereeing, and you tell me that yesterday with Brighton's away match at Tottenham Hotspur that it's not corrupt. That the referee and VAR deemed the decisions yesterday to go in Tottenham's favour. It's horrendous. Absolutely awful. And I think the Premier League need to have a really good think about their officiating and the rules and everything that they've got in place, because it's awful. It's absolutely awful. Meant to be the best league in the world, and it's just the officiating that they've got here doesn't make it the best league in the world. Fabinho under pressure, good tackling that from Arsenal. They can come away with the ball. Jordan Henderson goes right through the back of Xhaka, not penalised from the referee. Here is Alexander-Arnold, just chipped a ball in and headed clear. Very well that from Holding at the back. So good ball in from Alexander-Arnold. Boy Racer, you're absolutely spot on. They should be having regular meetings and trainings, and it's consistency. It's consistency, and what you don't want is for it to be consistently awful. You want it to be consistently good. But there's decisions that are given in some games that aren't given in others, and that, to me, not good enough. So corner here for Liverpool, whipped in, headed clear by Holding, only to the back post for Mo Salah to put one in towards Van Dijk. Jordan Henderson gets a ball back across with his head. Not the best ball in, but there we go. Cody Gakpo gets another chance to put a ball in towards Konate. Shouldered clear there by Odegaard. Arsenal won a free kick. Referee says up you get. And launched forward this by Arsenal. And good feet that from Allison. And Liverpool can work it out again from the back. Here is Jones. Goes back to Allison. Julia, spot on. Robbed. Cheated yesterday against Spurs. Deliberate shirt pulling, 100% a penalty. The deliberate trip, 100% a penalty. I couldn't believe it. Absolutely couldn't believe it. Anyway, guys, don't forget, leave a thumbs up. We're closing in on 50 likes now, just 13 away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Links and details there in the description and also in the live chat. And boy, Race, there, you're spot on. The whole problem in the system lies right from the bottom up. It is a very tough job. There's young referees out there who have to take abuse off children's parents. 12, 13-year-old kids that are doing a job that they're wanting to enjoy, refereeing games for other children, and the parents are on the touchline and the coaches are on the touchline giving children abuse. Any wonder why these young kids that are wanting to go into officiating get put off by it? It's the whole system's just bad. I mean, no one should be going to work and getting abuse off somebody else. I won't go to work and probably getting abuse off somebody else. It's 100% the kids that are doing the officiating. They shouldn't be putting up with that either, in my opinion. I mean, the only other tactic that I can think of is going abroad. But I saw some of the standard of officiating at the World Cup, and it wasn't much better. Anyway, Arsenal on the attack again. Ball whipped in. Jesus, 2-0. 2-0 Arsenal. And Arsenal well on their way here at Anfield. It's a cracking ball in. It's a great header from Jesus. And Arsenal will just be thinking to themselves now, they believe that they can win this Premier League title. And Arsenal 2-0 up at Anfield. Again, just defensively all over the place. Martinelli causing the problems. It's his right-hand side again. Alexander-Arnold nowhere to be seen. It's a great header from Jesus. It's a great ball in. It's just awful. Absolutely awful. And City must have mixed it spot on. Man City must be thinking to themselves, Arsenal is so much better with Zinchenko and Jesus there. That record that's held since 2012 of Arsenal not winning at Anfield, I think it's probably going to be coming to an end today, and that's a really big blow for Manchester City, I'm not going to lie. And as I said, City just need a favour off anybody. I mean, Man City are capable of going out there and winning every game between now and the end of the season. We've done it before, we can do it. We just need a favour off somebody. And Liverpool just look lost. I mean, Jurgen Klopp's done a cracking job at Liverpool for the time that he's been there. But I do wonder to myself, how long do you give and look at the manager? Because he'll be given time for what he's achieved already. But carry on in this into next season, and I can't imagine Jurgen Klopp being given too much time. Because literally all that's different is they've let Sadio Mane leave, they've brought in Gakpo and Darwin Nunez, and it just hasn't worked. I mean, sorry, the Champions League against Real Madrid. Absolutely just ripped them apart. Mick said, can City sign Salah? I mean, Salah's good in front of goal, but I don't think Mo Salah's good enough on the ball to be playing for Man City. He dribbles past, not very well. Virgil van Dijk's got very frustrated there, and he's into the book. That's a nasty challenge from Van Dijk. He legs Jesus up there. He goes past him with absolute ease and just legs him up. City Andy, spot on. As I said, City, you want something doing, just go do it yourself. But as I said, the problem that we face is Man City can win every single game between now and the end of the season, but if Arsenal do the same, we don't win the Premier League, and everyone keeps saying, Arsenal aren't going to do that, Arsenal aren't going to do that, but what did they do? They've won 8 games in a row. The last game that they lost was against Manchester City. Since then, they've won every single game in the Premier League. Because if it was in City's hands, I wouldn't be that concerned by it. Because I've seen us do it in previous seasons. I've seen us do it against an excellent Liverpool side under pressure. And this Liverpool side is a shadow of its former self. That Liverpool team that we were competing against was, in my opinion, better than what this Arsenal team is. You'll see it from the points tally. The fact that City went and hit 98 points and Liverpool on 97 points. The standard's so high. This looks like it's going to be a low 90s points season, but I don't know. Anyway, here is Mo Salah. Can't take it past Gabriel. That's a poor giveaway. Really poor giveaway. And Salah's in here. Needs to go. Salah! Wide. Rinks as the keeper saved it. Salah just couldn't get his feet sorted there. Arsenal happy to show Mo Salah onto his right foot rather than onto his left. He just couldn't sort it out. Ramsdale, good bit of goalkeeping that from Ramsdale. He doesn't even get a save. He just gets his feet all wrong. He's too busy thinking about going with his left foot that he just drags it wide. That's poor from Mo Salah. As Gabriel goes down now for a little bit of respite for Arsenal. Liverpool. Do you know what? Adidas, spot on. Liverpool all over the shop. This game is showcasing why Arsenal are first, and how good Arsenal can be, and how bad Liverpool are, and how there's a country mile between the two. And I am insistent with you guys here that I firmly believe, I've seen it when we faced Arsenal at the Emirates, the level that City can hit is higher than that of what any other team in the Premier League can hit. In my opinion, City, if they hit their stride and play how they can play, are better than any team in the world. It's all about consistency. And Arsenal are top of the Premier League because overall, for the games that have been played, the 30 games that have been played by Arsenal, they've been more consistent than Man City have. Does it make Arsenal a better team over the course of the 30 games? They're ahead of us. So in my opinion, they are. When it comes to a one-on-one battle, I firmly believe Man City are better. I'm not worried at all for the game on April 26 against Arsenal. I've got no concerns whatsoever. In fact, I'm more concerned playing Bayern Munich on Tuesday night than I am playing against Arsenal. Mainly because I think Bayern Munich have a threat there over a two-leg game rather than just a one-off showing at the Etihad. Mixing, I don't think the Premier... With the games that we've got coming up, we've got games in hand and everything, so I can't see Man City sitting off in the Premier League. Between now and us facing Arsenal, we've got a Leicester home game, and if Man City can win that Leicester home game, then it is what it is, and then we'll just go into that game against Arsenal needing to win the game. It may be a case that Man City only start to play catch-up on Arsenal once we've played them. Liverpool at the moment, though, look like they've just got no clue whatsoever. They've got no answers. They look frustrated. Jota there's having a sarcastic laugh at the linesman. The cop unhappy about the decision that's been made. But Arsenal are just doing exactly what I would expect any team who are 2-0 up at Anfield to do. Mixing will be interesting. I don't think we'll lose to Liverpool, to Arsenal. I'm so used to us being in a title race with Liverpool, I keep saying Liverpool and I mean Arsenal. It's taking a while for my mind to get around that. City, Andy, I have already given my opinion on it earlier. Atrocious. Both were stonewall penalties. Officiated in this country, a joke. An absolute joke. I think Howard Webb's in charge of the officiating here, which sums it up. But he's issued an apology to Brighton, saying VAR should have given them a penalty and saying it was VAR's mistake. But you can't. Since we've introduced VAR, the referees have become, in my opinion, over reliant on VAR making the correct decision, so they don't give penalties thinking, do you know what, VAR can have a look at it instead and I can overturn the decision, whereas that shouldn't be the mindset, it shouldn't be the mentality. The mentality should be that you're there to officiate the game and make the correct decision, and VAR's just there as a backup in case you get a decision wrong. Back yourself to make that decision. No way the referee should be looking at them two incidents and thinking both times they're not penalties, because they were. 100%. The joke that they weren't given as the original decision, it's an even bigger joke that VAR looked at it and thought the referee hasn't made a mistake. In my opinion, corruption. And I find it a joke. I find it laughable that City have these 100 charges about us. We're the team that's full of cheaters. We're the team that don't play right. We're the team that should be punished yet. This is the governing body that's leading the charge against Manchester City. They say Man City are the problem, and I find it a bit of a joke, to be honest. That's just poorly given away again from Liverpool. It's so bad. Liverpool are like a mid... It's like Crystal Palace put more of a fight. Bournemouth put more of a fight at the Emirates. There's nothing about Liverpool right now. Nothing. Can't believe how bad they are. I can't believe this team won 7-0 against Manchester United. Some alarm bells must be ringing for Manchester United fans thinking we came here and lost. What a joke. This Liverpool team and the way that they're playing is awful. It's absolutely awful. You wouldn't think this is, the third, fourth best team at home? Arsenal have made an absolute mockery of them. An absolute mockery of them this first half. I think the thing that Liverpool can look at and cling on to for the second half is Andy Robertson's gone close and Mo Salah's gone close. You're clinical and you put them two chances away, which Liverpool normally are very clinical. All of a sudden, bam. You're well in the game. But I'm going to refer back to what I was speaking about before. Has Sadio Mane leaving really had this impact on Liverpool? And actually, I genuinely do think that that is the case. As Granit Xhaka is getting involved in a tussle with Trent Alexander-Arnold. Arsenal just pushing Xhaka away because the last thing Arsenal need is Xhaka losing his head and getting a red card when they're 2-0 up and letting Liverpool get back into this game. He has always been a bit of a hothead, Granit Xhaka, so if you want a bit of a weak point for Arsenal, that's where I'd be looking towards. As I think Alexander-Arnold and Granit Xhaka are both going to go into the book. But I would definitely be thinking to myself some serious concerns there for Liverpool, because Sadio Mane was just one of them players that went from strength to strength with Liverpool and got so good that teams automatically respected him. I mean, I can just take out Diogo Jota, who's not a bad player, but he's nowhere near the level that Sadio Mane could hit. Nowhere near. And you put Sadio Mane on that pitch, and all of a sudden, Ben White can't go forward, and he's just going to have to stick to Sadio Mane like glue. Because if you gave Sadio Mane anything, he'll score. And that's City's problem that we've got to deal with against Bayern Munich. Sadio Mane starts in that game, all of a sudden, bam. Liverpool then, needing something before half-time. In the penalty area, overlap. Robertson just squares it across. Henderson's there, back post. Salah's put it in. Is he onside is the question. And Liverpool might just have worked their way back into this game and give us a glimmer of hope. It's the hope that kills. Let's just have a look just to see if this is onside. It's a scrappy goal, but it's a goal that was needed. Curtis Jones into the penalty area. There's the overlap of Robertson. Not dealt with by Holding. Oh, he's onside. 2-1. Game on. And the Anfield crowd up. And this is where Liverpool could be really, really dangerous. Liverpool are the type of team to just have another pop. In the next 2 minutes, all of a sudden, just make it 2-2. And that's where Liverpool can be really dangerous. So, it's Mo Salah with the goal. 2-1 Arsenal lead. And it's interesting. Although it's Arsenal that are responding well here. Arsenal still with the ball. And if you're Arsenal, you've just got to play this safe to half-time. Alexander-Arnold going up against Martinelli. Sub2 says, mark my words, Liverpool win this game 3-2. That would be hot. We will see. Fans are well up for this one. That Xhaka and Alexander-Arnold going together has really riled up the crowd, and it seems to have woken Liverpool up, which is good to see. City Andy, Kevin De Bruyne just finding his feet. Didn't have a great first 30 minutes yesterday. He just turned it on, and it was amazing to see. A real asset. And I've been having a read through Bayern Munich's fans' thoughts, and De Bruyne, they're not concerned about Haaland. They're not concerned from his time at Borussia Dortmund, but I know he's done a season in Germany. Kevin De Bruyne with Wolfsburg, but it's De Bruyne that's causing them problems. They're thinking Goretzka's the way they go about keeping Kevin De Bruyne quiet. That made me smile. Be an interesting battle, Leon Goretzka up against Kevin De Bruyne. It's very exciting when you think about some of the players that we're going to see on show. And that's what the Champions League's all about, seeing some of the best players and the best teams in the world going toe for toe. The likes of Thomas Muller, Leon Goretzka, Sadio Mane, Leroy Sané, former Man City man, of course. Joao Cancelo as well, another former Manchester City man. Serge Gnabry. I mean, there's question marks over Eric Choupo-Moting right now and whether he's going to be fit or not. So if it is a case, it'll probably be Gnabry starting. Who else have you got? You got De Ligt at the back, Upamecano, Alphonso Davies. Manuel Neuer's injured, so it's going to be Jan Sommer starting in goal as well. Viking could be onto something there. Darwin Nunez on for Jota. Pace could cause some problems. I actually think not been spoken about enough, and I know he's only just arrived in the Premier League, but I'm amazed that Cody Gakpo remains to be in the regular starting 11. I just don't think with how he plays, in particular such a game like this, it suits that much. He hasn't got the pace, and I just don't think he offers that much to Liverpool. I mean, he just gets shrugged off by Jesus there, Cody Gakpo. And I've not been that impressed with Gakpo since he's arrived. But he won't be the first player, he won't be the last player to come to the Premier League, and it can take a little while to settle in. I mean, Rodri wasn't brilliant for City when he first came. Now he's one of the best defensive midfielders in the world. So it's just one of them things. Just one of them things. Great challenge that from, I think it was from Fabinho and Konate combining. And into the first of 4 minutes added on. Some treatment for... Is it Xhaka that's gone down? Or is it Jesus? Might be Jesus that's gone down. Yeah, Jesus got surrounded out. City, Andy, if there's an opportunity for Man City to get that tie killed off, it needs to be killed off. Bayern Munich are a very dangerous team. Saw that against PSG, beat them in Paris, comfortably beat them in the end in Germany as well. Liverpool fans raging at Gabriel Jesus. They're an angry bunch. Gestures left, right and centre. Someone just commented before, the sub 2 saying the Aussie broadcast picking up on the Scousers swearing a lot in the crowd. There's gestures being made there. Very interesting. And this game's gone very feisty. Do you know what? In terms of quality on the pitch, I've not been that impressed with. But in terms of feistiness, it's like a derby, isn't it? You'd think this was the North London derby or the Merseyside derby for Liverpool. It just seems to be so feisty, and there's a red card in there somewhere, isn't there? There's a red card somewhere. Rightio, guys, we're nearly on 50 likes, just 5 away, so any help towards that would be great. Subscribe if you're new around here, and do go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Links and details there in the description and also in the live chat. Lone ball then comes forward, only as far as Curtis Jones. Can Liverpool get an equaliser? Wouldn't that be great just before half-time? And here is Curtis Jones coming forward. Not great. Gakpo intercepts. So good ball out from Henderson to Salah. Now this is where Alexander-Arnold should be overlapping. He sends it in deep, sent back across. It's a good save. Henderson over the top of the crossbar. Ramsdale and Henderson exchanging some words. Now Henderson should be finding the back of the net there. So good ball in that from Alexander-Arnold. I thought Alexander-Arnold should have been overlapping Mo Salah. Jurgen Klopp very animated there on the touchline. Not happy with Henderson's finishing. I'm wondering how long it's going to be if Thiago's fit enough to be on the bench just coming back from injury. I'm wondering how long it's going to be before he comes on in the second half. Might offer something a little bit different to Liverpool's midfield. But Liverpool certainly made a game of this since they've gone 2-0 down. I mean, you certainly can't afford to be going 2-0 down before you decide to come and get involved in the game. But certainly made it a very interesting second half. Only 20 seconds or so remaining here of this first half, plus whatever the referee wants to add on. Advantage, I think, played there to Arsenal, like a free kick to Liverpool, but there we go. Not the greatest pass that from Ben White. I'm not all impressed with Ben White, I'll be honest. That's a good tackle from Bukayo Saka, picked up well this by Liverpool, and you just can't find them passes. And I'm just wondering why Jordan Henderson and Fabinho decided to go and try and intercept that ball, because it puts them in a serious position there. Martinelli can't control that ball, but if he did control that ball, there had only been 4 players back for Liverpool then. Overcommitting. Here's Salah then. We're into added time, into the penalty area. Just breezes past Oleksandr Zinchenko, but dealt with really well by Gabriel. And do you know what? I'm impressed with Gabriel. He's a really good player. And that was a ferocious last 10 minutes or so of the first half. And we make it to half-time and a chance for us to go and catch our breaths, ladies and gentlemen. But yes, Arsenal are winning. Yeah, Liverpool haven't been brilliant, but there's encouragement there. There's phases of the game, as you know, as the referee's getting surrounded by Liverpool players here, and yellow cards out for somebody. Jordan Henderson's trying to calm everything down. I don't know who's received the yellow card there. As this is, like I said, it's like a derby game. It's getting very feisty, very feisty. Right, we'll very carefully have a look at the tactics and the stats. Excuse me, and see what we can make of this first half then. That was very interesting. So, Liverpool having slightly more possession, 53% to 47%. Problem with Liverpool, 8 shots, not bad. Just 1 on target though, and they found the back of the net with that. 5 shots for Arsenal, 3 on target, and clinical in front of goal, which is what's needed at Anfield. 250 passes for Liverpool, 221 for Arsenal. A couple of clear-cut chances created apiece. 2 corners for Arsenal, 1 for Liverpool. In terms of defence and their stats, block shots 2 for Liverpool and 1 for Arsenal. Tackled 1, 6 for Liverpool, 5 for Arsenal. And aerial duels 1, 8 for Liverpool, 3 for Arsenal. Just one of them aerial duels. One is Gabriel Jesus having a free header into the back of the net. 1 save for Allison to make, nothing for Ramsdale to do. In terms of discipline, this is where I say it's much like a derby game here. No fouls committed by either team, but fouls 1, 7 for Liverpool, 6 for Arsenal, and 2 yellow cards apiece for both teams. As yellow cards to 2 defenders for Liverpool, with Trent Alexander-Arnold and Virgil Van Dijk on yellow cards. And for Arsenal, it's Ben White at the back and Granit Xhaka on yellow cards. And Arsenal, with the slight advantage, looked also comfortable for them, and Liverpool decided to start playing from 40 minutes onwards. So hopefully they can take that momentum into the second half, and if Liverpool can grab an early goal in the second half, then this game's well and truly on. So a lot to look forward to going into that second half, so do stick around. That would be brilliant. And as Sub 2 says there, it'd just be interesting if Liverpool can find that goal. Pressure does funny things on a team. You're 2-0 up, all looking well and good at Anfield. You blow a 2-0 lead, and all of a sudden you're frustrated. Things happen. Players already on yellow cards. I could see a red card at some point in this game. So we'll have to wait and see. They're finely poised, very, very finely poised. And as Alex says there, we are still pretty early days. We're only through one half. We've still got another half of football to go. So don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, leave a thumbs up. That would be brilliant. We're aiming for 100 likes. We're now just 52 likes away, and we're nearly halfway there. So any help towards that would be great. Also, don't forget as well to subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. And also don't forget as well to go and check out today's video sponsor, which you can find in the description below, and also on the live chat too. If you want to go and download BetMate, that would be brilliant. It's a free app to download, and BetMate available to all those who are 18 or over, and also who are in the United Kingdom, as per the gambling laws here in the UK. Much like fantasy football, run pots for most games out there, for you guys to enjoy. The running pots with both teams to score and results and everything. So do go and check it out. It's fantastic. I've had a lot of fun covering that with Manchester City for my previews and some of my live watch-alongs as well. So yeah, please do go and check that out. That would be absolutely fantastic. Just having a look here at the odds for the second half. Liverpool to go on and grab a couple of goals and win this game at full time. 7-1. Arsenal currently 9-4 favourites to win this game. And a draw at a very tasty 11-4. So nearly 3-1 for a draw. And considering Liverpool coming back into the game towards the end of that match, I find that very interesting. Just having a look elsewhere around the scores. There hasn't been too many games, but there's been a game north of the border. Dundee United have beaten Hibernian in a much-needed win by 2-1. In Spain, a couple of full-time results. Valladolid 3, Mallorca 3, and Real Betis 0, Cadiz 2. Got a couple of games taking place this evening. Almeria taking on Valencia at 5:30 p.m. BST, and Valenco taking on Atletico Madrid at 8 p.m. BST. A full-time score in the Bundesliga in Germany. Mönchengladbach 2, Wolfsburg 0. Half-time, it's Bochum 0, Stuttgart 1. And at 6:30 p.m. BST, you've got Hoffenheim taking on Schalke. We've had quite a few games in France in Ligue 1. Full-time scores here. Lyon 3, Rennes 1, Ajaccio 0, Auxerre 3, Montpellier 1, Toulouse 2, Rennes 1, Brest 1, Troyes 0, Clermont 2. All full-time scores. 61st minute, it's Nantes 0, Monaco 2, and you've got Lorient taking on Marseille at 7:45 p.m. BST. In the Eredivisie in the Netherlands, you've got a couple of full-time scores. FC Twente 4, Cambuur 0, and Emmen 0, NEC 0. In the 81st minute, Ajax are 3-0 up at home against Fortuna Sittard. And at 7 p.m. BST, you've got Feyenoord taking on Valverdijk as well. And we've got a game in Portugal taking place, which is Casapia taking on Sporting Club de Portugal at 6 p.m. BST. And finally, we've had a full round of fixtures over in the United States of America overnight. All full-time scores. These DC United 0, Columbus Crew 2, Cincinnati 1, Philadelphia Union 0, Inter Miami 0, Dallas 1. LA Football Club 3, Austin 0, New England Revolution 4, Montreal 0, New York Red Bulls 1, San Jose Earthquakes 1, Chicago Fire 2, Minnesota United 1, Houston Dynamo 3, LA Galaxy 0, Nashville 0, Toronto 0, Sporting Kansas City 0, Colorado Rapids 1, Real Salt Lake 3, Charlotte 1, Seattle Sounders 3, St. Louis City 0, Vancouver Whitecaps 1, Portland Timbers 0, and finally New York City, part of the City Football Group. It's finished in New York, New York City FC 1, Atlanta United 1. So there we go. There are all the full-time scores from around the world for you guys to enjoy. So do let me know your thoughts in the live chat. What are your half-time thoughts here for this game? Very much, as Callum says there, game on. Adio going for a Liverpool win. Justin, I'm very well, thank you. How are you? Phil saying Liverpool can go on to win this game. And Daniel saying Jones off, Thiago on. And that could make the difference. And I think... depending on how fit Thiago is, if he can get 25-30 minutes in his legs around the 60th minute, bring him on and see what's happening. But it'll be a very interesting first phase of this second half. First 10-15 minutes, see if Liverpool come all out, guns blazing at Arsenal, or whether Arsenal do the same, and we'll see where things go. Next goal, absolutely vital. Arsenal grab the next goal, they win here at Anfield, in my opinion. If Liverpool can grab that goal, then it's going to be a very, very, very interesting game. So as I said, we're now halfway to our aim of 100 likes. Over halfway now, actually. Fantastic. 48 likes to go. We're aiming for 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Do go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Links and details there in the description and also in the live chat. So I do have some very quick halftime entertainment for you guys to enjoy. I may need to end this when the second half gets underway, but it is today's transfer update covering for Manchester City and discussing a couple of transfers, including that of Rafael Leao of AC Milan. Enjoy. What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing a Manchester City transfer update. Got a couple of updates with ins, very interesting. But before I do crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, want to help to support my channel, then do subscribe. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Going to be doing daily Manchester City transfer updates throughout all of the summer transfer window for you guys to enjoy. So if you want to stay up to date first and fast on YouTube every single day throughout the summer transfer window with all things Manchester City transfer news, make sure you've subscribed to my channel. Social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships or any videos or any general business inquiries. Do leave a thumbs up as well. 300 likes is the aim. Do let me know your thoughts as well in the comments below. And finally, you can go and check out my TikTok link. That's also in the description if you want to go and follow me on there. So let's crack on with this video. We've got some ins to speak about. And firstly, we're going to speak about Gabriel Jesus. Now, Sports Witness say that Arsenal, they want him. Celta Vigo's president Carlos Mourinho, he has said that 4 clubs from the Premier League, the top 10 of the Premier League right now, 4 clubs have asked about the availability of Gabriel Jesus. Real Madrid's name's also been chucked out there. They're interested, but no contact has been made by Real Madrid as of yet. Celta Vigo has said that they're not willing to negotiate for Gabriel Jesus. If you want to sign him this summer, you're going to have to meet his release clause, which has been set at 40 million euros. Apparently, the player dreams of playing for Arsenal and working with Mikel Arteta, which to me, reading between the lines, is suggesting that of them 4 Premier League clubs, I don't think Manchester City are one of them that have made contact with Celta Vigo and with the player as of yet. We know Man City are interested, but they haven't moved it anywhere further than interest as of right now. Arsenal pushing hard, other Premier League clubs pushing hard. The race for Gabriel Jesus, it seems to me, is well and truly on. Manchester City's name being chucked out there. Gabriel Jesus will be one of many players that Man City will be looking at when it comes to central midfielders. The problem I think Manchester City face when it comes to central midfielders is we know we're looking at one, and that one player that we will bring in, I am almost certain, will be a high-profile player like Jude Bellingham. The option of bringing in a second player only becomes viable should a player leave, like a Calvin Phillips. West Ham, they're interested, but that means we'd need to bring in someone who can cover at holding midfield, or a Bernardo Silva, and if that's the case, City may be looking for more of an attacking midfielder or someone who can play out wide, which is where Gabriel Jesus comes in. By the time if Man City do sell Bernardo Silva this summer, Gabriel Jesus, I've got a feeling, probably going to be snapped up by somebody. In Premier League clubs, 40 million euros, particularly for 4 clubs in the top 10, not really that much of a problem. So if City want Jesus, they're going to need to act quickly, and it is a risk to do so without letting players leave, because after all, we may keep hold of Bernardo Silva. And if you say to me right now, would I rather keep Bernardo Silva or sign Gabriel Jesus? To me, with the experience and what he's done for Manchester City, no questions asked, Bernardo Silva, hands down. Now, moving on to the other transfer I want to speak about, and this is getting very interesting, is an update on Rafael Leao over at AC Milan. Now, Matteo Moretto in Italy says that AC Milan, they think they've got a verbal agreement with the player for him to sign a new contract at AC Milan. City have been linked. There's interest, but it's nothing more at this time, much like it is with Gabriel Jesus. We spoke about Kavicha Kvaratskhelia as well in the last video, and again, City interested, but these Italian clubs doing very well. They're not really interested in selling their top talent, and the difference here between Leao and Kavicha Kvaratskhelia is that Kvaratskhelia has got a longer contract, 2027, so Napoli don't really need to negotiate. They can just put the price on his head, and a club would have to pay that to make that transfer happen. However, with Rafael Leao, if he doesn't sign a new contract, his contract's up in 2024. It means he's got 1 year left on his contract. That negotiation room for AC Milan isn't really there, and it makes a transfer doable. Now, I imagine if Rafael Leao doesn't sign a new contract, City will be one of many clubs out there that are interested in bringing him in. We know Man City are looking at 3 positions at least this summer, central midfield being the higher priority. An attacker who can play out wide, someone with pace, is another player City potentially could be looking at, and also potentially either a fullback or a player that can cover on the left side of centre-back should Emerick Laporte leave Manchester City this summer, which again could well happen. Now, it has been thought that AC Milan think there are some niggles in this new contract for Rafael Leao, and whilst he said verbal agreement is fine, it isn't a written, signed down contract, which means the new contract hasn't been signed as of yet and isn't done and dusted. And AC Milan believe there's niggles and there's still a few things that need to be ironed out before this summer to try and get a transfer not to happen and for him to sign a new contract with the club. It's been described, very interesting this, by AC Milan as 50-50. So he could either sign a new contract. If he doesn't, he's going to be sold. That's the simple equation when it comes to Rafael Leao, and they expect a decision to be made on his future before the summer transfer window does arrive. So that's definitely something for us to keep an eye on for potential Manchester City transfers. Elsewhere out there, pretty quiet if I'm completely honest. Manchester City firmly focused on the field with matters happening on there rather than focusing towards the summer transfer window. I am expecting over the next 3 or 4 weeks for that to change and for Manchester City to start getting things in motion, to get the ball rolling for potential summer transfer deals, because summer transfer deals, they take time. And Man City, I've heard word, they want their signing sorted before pre-season starts in July. So Manchester City, they're going to have a busy 4 to 6 week period throughout the summer transfer window to potentially bring in 1 or 2 big names. There's the potential here, if Man City end up selling players, for us to bring in maybe even as many as 4 to 5 players. So it's going to be a very busy summer transfer window for ins and outs with Manchester City. So if you want to stay up to date, first and fast from June with daily Manchester City transfer updates, subscribe to my channel. Also, don't forget as well, social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. TikTok link also in the description if you want to go and follow me on there. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Leave a thumbs up as well if you are enjoying the video. 300 likes is the aim once more. And finally, most importantly, do let me know your thoughts in the comments below, as I'm always interested in what you do have to say with regards to these transfers. And I'll see you all again later on today. I'm going to be doing a live watch along of the Liverpool Arsenal game, very big game in the Premier League. Hopefully we can get a favour off Liverpool and Man City can get that Premier League title race back in our own hands once more. Massive, massive game. Got the live watch along for that. Link will be out later on today for you to set your reminders for, so I'll see you then. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow. Preview time for the massive Champions League game between Manchester City and Bayern Munich. Literally from now, we're playing every 3 to 4 days. If we get through to the latter stages of all the competitions, it is absolutely relentless. Every 3 to 4 days from now, right through to the end of the season, into June. Crazy times, lots to look forward to, so I'll see you then. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now. Thank you very much there to myself for providing today's halftime entertainment for you guys to enjoy. So I've had kickoff here. I thought I'd just let the video roll. Only had another minute to go and you've not missed anything, guys. But yeah, we've got kickoff here for the second half. They were just making a very interesting point in the studio. So Andy Robertson's been given a yellow card. So he's the 5th player to be booked in this game. So Andy Robertson's gone over to the linesman, Andy Robertson's gone to grab his arm and he's having a word with him, but as he's kind of brushed towards his arm, and now I will say there is minimal contact However, the player shouldn't be touching the official, so there's been a big deal being made of that with Bruno Fernandes getting no punishment for doing anything. And then Alexander Mitrovic getting an 8-game ban for being aggressive towards the official. So Andy Robertson's almost gone to pull the official, but before he's got there, he's touched his arm, and the official in response to that has raised his arm. The linesman's raised his arm like this to shrug him off. Now, it looks to me like it's accidental, but he has raised his arm and he's elbowed Andy Robertson in the jaw. And that was as the half-time whistle went on. So the Sky Studio were just saying it won't be the last of it that we'll hear of that. As Cody Gakpo into a good position here in the penalty area. 1 second. Gakpo gives it to Jordan Henderson. I thought he might have put his laces through that. He doesn't. Gives it to Mo Salah instead. Whipped a ball across and headed clear. So, very interesting. This feisty game's getting stranger by the minute as Mo Salah has a shot. So it is very much looking like Liverpool are coming out of the blocks here, trying to take the game very quickly to Arsenal to try and make something happen, which is great from a City point of view that we're watching from today. As Cody Gakpo nearly in. Good goalkeeping that from Ramsdale to gather that one up. Again, getting very interested in a poor giveaway, and Arsenal just looking a little bit rattled at the moment. And this is where Liverpool could do with just finding that goal, because I think that will unsettle Arsenal. Oh, that's a cracking challenge from Konate. Gakpo. Have a shot, Gakpo. Gives it to Salah, and he just hits it into the side netting before going down. Why does Gakpo hesitate there? Put your foot through it, man. What a challenge from Konate. Right through. Granit Xhaka. What a challenge. Surely Granit Xhaka on the receiving end of that must have been nodding to himself thinking, I'd love to have made that challenge as well. Surely he would have. As we're now on to 58 likes, just 42 away from 100 likes, so any help towards that would be great. Subscribe if you're new around here, and do go and check out BetMate, today's video sponsor. Our drink for the second half, we're on a Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, a Coca-Cola Zero. Again, Van Dijk steps forward, gets the ball and given away by Gakpo, but Liverpool can come away with it. And I'd be thinking to myself here, Firmino and Darwin Nunez could be players that we're looking towards. And obviously Thiago, another player that could make the difference from the bench. And surely Liverpool here got to be thinking to themselves, sooner rather than later, these players have got to be coming on. Liverpool obviously looking to try and get up ahead of steam, and as I said, this first phase of the game is a very tricky first phase, and this is where City often at Anfield try and just be patient to see things out and try and capitalise later on in the half when you can get a bit of success. That's a great ball forward. Here's Jones into the penalty area. He doesn't put his foot through it either. Are they allergic to shooting here? There's Trent Alexander-Arnold and Gabriel Jesus go shoulder to shoulder. Both stay on the feet. Sub-2 reckons an equaliser incoming. It is all Liverpool first 5 minutes here. Thank you very much, Julian. Appreciate it. Cross comes in. Headed clear by Arsenal. Here is Van Dijk. Gives it to Jones. Fabinho this time. He's at left back. He's going to put a ball in here, Fabinho, I think. Is he going to drill it across? Gets a corner. And City, Andy, you're spot on. He does get away with it a lot. A lot of this pulling and grabbing. And the officials elbowed him. Albeit, as I said, it's accidental. Won't be the last we hear of it. Corner here for Liverpool. Can they put something of quality into the box? And it's sandwiched around. And is that a penalty? Yes, it is. Penalty. Penalty for Liverpool. Now, Jota it is that goes down. Is it under the challenge here of Rob Holding? Let's have a look. He just trips through the back of him. It's weak. We don't care. We do not care. Penalty for Liverpool. Oh, he goes right for the back of him. Stonewall, ref. Stonewall. 100% a penalty. And are Arsenal about to surrender a 2-goal lead here at Anfield? In front of the Kop. You feel like Liverpool need this. A yellow card for Ramsdale. So many yellow cards. Number 6, why not? There's a red card in this game. I'm going to continue what I said in the first half. It's like a derby game, this. It's very much like a Merseyside derby or a North London derby, this. Feisty and just about anything can happen. So it's Mo Salah up against Aaron Ramsdale. In front of the Kop. Important for both teams here. However, Man City watching with eager eyes here. What can Mo Salah do? Up against Ramsdale. Someone's just chucked a screwed up piece of paper at Ramsdale. It hit the net instead. Can Salah hit the net? No, he can't. He's put it wide. Another miss for Mo Salah from the penalty spot. And that might just take the sting away from this game, ladies and gentlemen. It was a weak penalty. And it's not, it's a good yard wide. It isn't a very good penalty from Salah. Awful penalty. Liverpool need to keep this momentum up. Arsenal survived the scare. Alexander-Arnold does Zinchenko there. Puts a ball into the box. Headed clear. Henderson gives it to Curtis Jones. Is he going to put his foot through it at last? No is the answer. But Arsenal can get it clear and it's throw in here for Liverpool. And Liverpool looking really to use their crowd to their advantage here. Justin, I'm going to be at the Etihad, unfortunately, for my viewers online. So, not going to be doing a live watch-along of the Bayern Munich first leg, but I will be doing a watch-along for the second leg at the Allianz Arena. I'll be doing a match vlog, though, on Wednesday, which will be good. Should be a good game. As it's too big of a game for me to miss, really. Got to go to that Bayern Munich game. Can't miss out on that. Too good of an opportunity. So, I've made it happen. That should be a free kick for Liverpool. Referee says no. And Fabinho goes through the back, I think, of... Is that Bukayo Saka? And 7th yellow card of the game. Excuse me. Incredible. Right, we're 40 likes away from 100 likes, so any help towards that would be great. Don't forget as well to subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Links and details there in the description and also in the live chat. Was a yellow card for Fabinho. It's a cynical foul. Arsenal could have hit him on the counter-attack. A needed yellow card really there from Fabinho, taking one for the team. He's upset about it, but it was a foul and it was a yellow card in my opinion. Holding then launches this ball forward for Arsenal. Alexander-Arnold heads it on. Flicked on by Henderson. And all of a sudden, Arsenal aren't really there with this midfield battle. And it's more just ball being pinged forward that's working well for Liverpool as Mo Salah slips over. As I said here, this is where, in my opinion, the likes of Firmino and Darwin Nunez should be coming on. It's a proper ding-dong battle. Here's Robertson. This carries on like this. Liverpool will find their equaliser. Mark my words. It's Salah. It might come now. Oh, what a save from Ramsdale. What a save from Aaron Ramsdale. And Arsenal are clinging on. Here's Alexander-Arnold. Another ball into the box towards Jota. Robertson will keep this one in. Backs against the wall for Arsenal. Fabinho. He might have a pop. He does. It's blocked. I think it's Gabriel and he goes down. Oh, the fans are furious. I think it's a head injury. I think it smacked him in the face. A perfect time for Gabriel just to go down and try and slow this tempo of the game down, because at the moment, Liverpool haven't grabbed this... Arsenal haven't grabbed this game by the scruff of the neck. Game management, 100%. 100% going on here. It's a cracking save from Ramsdale from Salah. It's going in. Gary Neville just says it's good goalkeeping from Ramsdale because he's expecting Salah to go on his left foot and look for the far corner. So he's expecting it. So he chucks himself at it. That penalty is well weak that was given. Coming together of legs, very little in it. It's an awful, awful penalty from Mo Salah. I think Jurgen Klopp started celebrating. He had his back turned at the penalty, fist, and thought they'd scored. He's like, what's happened? That is hilarious. Very chilled out and relaxed here. I know there's massive permutations here for Man City, but when it's not my team, I can just sit back and relax, really, and watch as Thiago's going to be coming on. Nordic says, Newcastle, they'll do them. They'll get the job done. We need somebody to do the job. Somebody. Justin, we're not going to be playing Manchester United again in the Premier League this season. We beat them at the Etihad 6-3. And then thanks to the efforts of the officials at Old Trafford, we lost by 2-1. But we may meet them again in the FA Cup final on June 3rd, I think it is, on the Saturday. If Manchester United beat Brighton and Manchester City beat Sheffield United in the FA Cup semi-finals, then we'll meet them in the FA Cup final on Wembley in the last domestic game of the season. And sub 2, you're right, Arsenal just haven't got any control of this at all at the moment. Gabriel's just heading off now, and it's slowed down the game by 3 minutes. So I think they'll feel a little bit better here, Arsenal, that they've managed to eat this to the hour mark. But at the moment, they're not involved in the game, and it's one-way traffic. And if this continues for the rest of this half, at some point, they will find the equaliser. So throws of the dice coming in from Liverpool. A couple of subs being made. Jones comes off, and on comes Thiago, and Jota comes off, and Darwin Nunez comes on. On the hour mark then, gets chucked on, and I said that I could see Thiago coming back from injury, getting half an hour. And does. So here is the first contribution of Thiago, gives it to Virgil van Dijk. Here's Fabinho then going backwards, so Van Dijk will try and stretch the pitch on the left-hand side. Fabinho almost acting as a centre-back right now. So Van Dijk will spread the play. He'll move it from right towards left. Zinchenko wins the header in the middle of the park. Nobody's there, so Arsenal can have a little bit of possession at last. And can they finally get into the Liverpool half? They can. Here is Martinelli then, up against Konate. Struggled with Martinelli all game, but Konate gets the better of Martinelli there and makes the interception, and Konate can get that ball away. Salah tugs on Gabriel, but referee doesn't give anything. Arsenal can keep hold of the ball anyway, and I'd strongly advise here that Arsenal try and do their best here to have a bit of ball retention and just keep hold of the football and try and slow this tempo down for 4 or 5 minutes and try and turn the momentum away, which is seemingly what they're looking to try and do. The problem I think Arsenal face is in such situations like this is, in my opinion, they don't have all the quality that they're looking for. They've got a good team, got some good players in there. Martinelli's a decent player. Jesus, we already know he's a quality player. Zinni's a brilliant player. Martinelli's done very well. We know how good Bukayo Saka can be. But elsewhere in the squad, it's the likes of Ben White, Rob Holding. Can they grab the game by the scruff of the neck? Can they see the job out? And these are the big questions that are getting asked. And as I've been saying, just as we go on game after game after game, Arsenal are just going to look to try and get this points tally at the top, particularly with City having games in hand coming up. They're going to just look to try and get these wins and get City under enough pressure to hope that City will crumble at some point, so it'll give Arsenal a little bit of breathing room. Because at the moment, Arsenal can't afford to drop any points. The only time Arsenal can afford to lose any points is against Man City. And in an ideal world, Arsenal will be thinking to themselves, don't lose against Man City, and we're nearly there with the Premier League. Gakpo goes down the challenger Thomas Partey, and I think the referee's given a free kick. Bit of a weak one, that one, but there we go. Free kick given. So a chance here for Liverpool to put something of quality into the box. Can they cause Arsenal some more problems? As I said, they've just slowed the tempo down. One injury to Gabriel in the 57th minute. Arsenal have had the majority of the possession since then, and we're 6 minutes later before Liverpool have managed to muster anything up, and they've just managed to take a little bit of the sting away. So Liverpool need to get back onto it again. Need to make sure they're keeping the atmosphere going. They're keeping themselves motivated, because the last thing they need is a quiet 10-minute spell in the second half. That's where Arsenal probably should be rubbing their hands to try and find a goal. So a ball gets whipped in. It's deep towards Van Dijk. He's managed to keep hold of the ball here up against Gabriel, and he's got a corner for Liverpool as well. Henderson just lingering around the edge of the penalty area, but it's a chance for Van Dijk and Konate, Fabinho, Gakpo, Nunez, all in there for Liverpool. Literally has been all Liverpool this second half. It's going to be Trent Alexander-Arnold then to whip a ball in. It's very deep. Salah can get it towards Nunez. Doesn't take a great touch. Manages to keep the ball in under pressure from Oleksandr Zinchenko. He's got nowhere to go here, Darwin Nunez. He's stepped past Zinchenko, or twisting and turning and finding the pass. Henderson then will get a ball into the box towards Trent Alexander-Arnold. Another deep ball played. Nunez can take the touch. Konate can find the pass, albeit acrobatically, but he finds the pass. Here is Gakpo, times his run. Henderson whips a ball in, headed clear. Thiago can't get hold of the ball for Liverpool, and here is the danger on the counter. Martinelli, he's got one forward. Odegaard's just taking his time, so I think he's just happy for Odegaard to take this as deep as he can and just put Arsenal into a good position. That's a good ball threaded through, and Xhaka pops up in the right place. At the moment, we've currently got Andy Robertson playing at right back. So Van Dijk's had to go in at left back and Fabinho's gone in at centre back. Here's Martinelli once more. As we're just 39 likes now away from 100 likes. Any help towards that would be great, everybody. Subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by Betmate. Links and details there in the description, also in the live chat. Here's Saka then. He's not really been involved or done anything in this game. Finds Ben White, hits the back of his heels. Odegaard mops that one up. Takes a heavy touch, and that will go out for a throw-in to Liverpool. Thiago knows his assignment there. He's getting the crowd livened up here. Try and get on the backs of Arsenal and try and back Liverpool to try and find something and make something happen. Salah penalty, not great. He's not been great. He missed his penalty against Bournemouth as well. I wonder how long it might be before we see Bobby Firmino come on for Liverpool as well. As Trossard might be getting prepared by Arsenal. They're thinking about it. And Trossard does have a good record against Liverpool, as Allison takes control of the ball here for Liverpool as the minutes just tick away. 23 minutes remaining here at Anfield. Liverpool 1, Arsenal 2. Here is Konate to Alexander-Arnold. Salah. Works the ball backwards. Arsenal putting the squeeze on. Fabinho. Arsenal done very well in taking the sting out of this game. I just think that penalty miss has taken a little bit of the oomph away from Liverpool. So throw in here for Arsenal inside the Liverpool half. They're just taking the time here, Arsenal. I like it, Mixed. If we get to 100 likes, Arsenal confirmed the slipping up and dropping points. Let's do it. 100 likes, and you hear it here first. Arsenal confirmed they drop points today, but only if we hit 100 likes. But let's do it. Let's get them likes up. Here's Henderson. Squared across and cleared out for a corner. And once again, the Kop trying to get behind Liverpool here. It's a massive defensive effort, this from Arsenal. And I was speaking before the game when I was speaking about, in my preview, the weekend's fixtures. It's a horrible place to come when you're under pressure at Anfield because the pitch is just so small. It's so difficult to have possession. When it's going well, it's going well. And when it's not, it's not. And I think Real Madrid showed how you deal with Liverpool at Anfield. And that's just, you don't stop. Arsenal have stopped. They've got the 2 goals and stopped. You don't do that at Anfield. Because most times, you know what's going to happen. Question is, can Arsenal hold firm and hit Liverpool on the counter, or can Liverpool find that equaliser? And if Liverpool do find that equaliser, I'll tell you right now, they won't stop. They'll want to win the game. They'll live by it and die by it. Here's Thiago. In the Arsenal half, Arsenal firmly camped in their own half at the moment. Thiago just bringing a bit of that ball-playing ability for Liverpool's midfield that's been missing, and a bit of composure there. Here's Salah. Henderson squares one across, only as far as Salah wants more, and he takes a heavy touch. And Gabriel is there, right place at the right time. He's had an outstanding season for Arsenal, Gabriel. An outstanding season. It's been an absolute rock at the back. Long ball comes in from Alexander-Arnold towards Darwin Nunez. Here's Cody Gakpo now, under pressure from Ben White. Ben White's been the weak point for me today for Arsenal. And I love Zinny. I think he's a brilliant player, but I think the fullbacks for Arsenal is where they lack a little bit of quality. Here is Fabinho now. Thiago, he might put a ball in. It's too deep, that one. Maybe looking for a cross-come shot, I'm not sure, but it takes us into the 20 minutes to go category. Time running out for Liverpool. They will overcommit, so there'll be another goal in this game, mark my words. Liverpool won't stop. They'll overcommit. They might find that equaliser. It might go 3-1. End of the day, you may as well lose 3-1, 4-1, 5-1. It's the same result, you pick up 0 points. And you go all guns blazing trying to win the game, or try and get something from the game. And it'll be a monumental effort, because Arsenal are a good team. Liverpool can come back from this 2-0 down and looking all over the place. As Martinelli nearly was in, but Virgil van Dijk makes the crucial interception at the crucial time there, and I think Arsenal just went looking for the free kick, and referee doesn't give it to them, but it's not the greatest of passes, and Salah doesn't take it under control. And it seems to have lost a bit of the feistiness from this game as well. Here is Trent Alexander-Arnold. So let's get them likes up, everybody. 35 likes to 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. And do go and check out BetMate, today's video sponsor. The links and details there in the description. So an important free kick picked up here. For Liverpool, Darwin Nunez goes down. And a chance here for Trent Alexander-Arnold to try and put something of quality into the box. Adam, am I going to be joining City Extra? Do you mean as part of an Avengers stream this week or as a permanent thing? If you mean a permanent thing, no. JSGC is here and here to stay. Alexander-Arnold whips a ball in, back post. Fabinho gets his head onto it. Not the greatest ball in that from Trent Alexander-Arnold. I'm going to go back to what I said in the first half. Robertson and Alexander-Arnold haven't looked half as good this season as what they previously have. Here is Andy Robertson then to Allison. 17 big minutes of the Premier League season coming. And in terms of the Avengers stream, I've not been asked so far, so I don't know when City Extra are next running their stream. If they ask and I'm free, I'll go on. If I'm not, I won't. As Martinelli's in here, squared across. Oh, it's cracking defending. It's lucky, but it's cracking defending and Liverpool stay in it. It's a great ball across. I've been really impressed with Martinelli today. Gabriel Martinelli, they've been outstanding. That's a great challenge from Zinchenko, and Arsenal can come forward once more. Zinchenko goes early towards Bukayo Saka. Here is Odegaard. Has a shot and saved well by Allison. Not really seen too much of Martin Odegaard in today's game. Kind of gone a little bit unnoticed. I asked the question. The interception was from Robertson to slide in from the ball across from Martinelli. I just wonder if Martinelli could maybe have gone on his own. Would that have been the better option? Who knows? Hindsight's a wonderful thing. So Rob Holding under pressure from Nunez puts the ball out for a throw-in, which Darwin Nunez I thought was going to take, but he's not going to give it to Trent Alexander-Arnold. 15 minutes remaining here at Anfield. Liverpool 1, Arsenal 2. Alexander-Arnold then throws it to Mo Salah. Alexander-Arnold can get a ball in. Headed clear by Oleksandr Zinchenko. As I said, the sting just seems to have been taken out of the game, and I think this is just Liverpool just preserving energy, and they're going to have a big push last 10 minutes more than likely is what I reckon. Here's Allison. Gives it to Fabinho. Konate now. To Alexander-Arnold. Fabinho. Plays a long ball forward. Hopeful ball forward. Zinchenko's going to go back to Ramsdale. Squeeze is going to be put onto him by Nunez. So he's going to take this one clear. And it's a great ball forward. And Jesus takes a lovely touch. That should be a free kick for Arsenal. Not given. Long ball forward then from Liverpool. And it's worked because Gakpo's kept it in. Here is Cody Gakpo now. He's going backwards. Under pressure from Thomas Partey. He's another player like Odegaard. Not really seen too much of Arsenal's midfield today. The more just moved the ball very quickly and got it to the attackers and taken their opportunities when they've been there. But other than that, it has, since the 40th minute, all been Liverpool. Martin, thanks very much for tuning in. I'm well, thank you very much. How are you? Hoping for a favour. Hoping big 14 minutes here. Liverpool can do something. They've looked better second half than they have first half. Here comes Nunez. That's not the greatest of balls, and Zinni deals with that one, and Ramsdale can take control of it, and another few seconds just gets eaten away. And as I was saying there, the Anfield atmosphere not really being there, and it's gone a bit flat again. Someone pushes somebody, the crowd are all up in arms, it motivates the team, and they feel like going out there and doing something. But since that penalty miss, they've just yeah, the sting just seems to have been taken away from Liverpool. Although it's a good interception from Alexander-Arnold. Gives it to Jordan Henderson. Finds the pass to Mo Salah, but it's a good challenge from Granit Xhaka. And he'll find the pass to Ramsdale and he'll get it clear. Martin. So it's not the do-all and end-all this game. It's a very difficult place to come and win, and it'll be a massive boost for Arsenal. More than anything else, it's just a boost it'll give Arsenal, knowing that they've come to Anfield and won. So I was hoping they'd be able to get Liverpool be able to get something from the game. That they'll be able to go from there as Bukayo Saka gets a ball across and out for a goal kick to Liverpool. And Arsenal's second half, they've absorbed really well. They've defended really deep, but they've not quite had the ability to kill this game off. And it's a dangerous game to play at Anfield, as Fabinho is the man that's going to make way for Roberto Firmino, as this is Liverpool's last twist, really. 12 minutes remaining, they're taking that twist, and they'll see what happens and they'll go from there. At the moment, we're all thinking about Mo Salah's penalty miss and how it could be detrimental to Manchester City's season. That's a great ball from Trent Alexander-Arnold to Mo Salah. He won't keep that in. He wants a corner. I think there's a goal kick and is given a goal kick. Arsenal in response are going to chuck on Leandro Trossard. And he's going to come on for Gabriel Jesus. Is the throw of the dice being given by Arsenal. Martin, thanks very much for the £5 donation. Much appreciated. Let's get them 100 likes. It's been stated, Arsenal drop points today if we hit 100 likes. But only if we hit 100 likes. If we don't, they're not dropping points. 100 likes is what we need. And thank you very much, Martin, for the donation. Much appreciated. As everybody knows, all money made here on the JSGC channel just gets chucked back into the JSGC channel and going towards providing top quality content for you to enjoy. And they do have St James's Park still to go to. I was speaking before, Martin, actually, that at the end of the day, you want anything doing, you've got to go and do it yourself. And in our, not our next Premier League game, but our next one after Leicester at home is against Arsenal. So if we need to go out there and show everyone again how it is to go out there and beat Arsenal, we'll showcase what we can do. City, after all, are the last team to have beaten Arsenal. Since we beat them at the Emirates, Arsenal gone on a brilliant run. I think they won 8 Premier League games in a row. They know what they need to do. We know what we need to do. Couple of subs being made then. It's Jesus that goes off, Trossard comes on, and Kiwior comes on for Arsenal. I think that was in place of Martin Odegaard. Konate just levers this one clear then. Final 10. Big. Oh, that's surely a free kick. No. Oh, Nunez! Nunez has the pace! Darwin Nunez! Oh, I don't believe it. Darwin Nunez! Cross comes in. Headed clear. And Salah puts it wide. Yeah. Yeah, they need Kevin De Bruyne. They can't afford Kevin De Bruyne, so they'll settle for the B-Tech Kevin De Bruyne to come on. The Uruguayan donkey. That's hilarious. Oh. Bring back Sadio Mane. We've got a bloody well face Sadio Mane on Tuesday night. I tell you what, it's crazy. Sadio Mane might not even start in that game. Isn't that mental? because they've got Kingsley Coman, Leroy Sané, Thomas Muller, Serge Gnabry. Question marks over Eric Choupo-Moting, and even if he's injured, Sadio Mane still may not be starting. Zentannis, they certainly do still have Chelsea at the Emirates. Won't be easy. But there's no such thing as an easy game. Between now and the end of the season, all games, because they have meaning to at least one team, is going to make life very difficult. We have a match coming up against Leicester, who are fighting for the lives, but even if they weren't, it's all the pressure onto Manchester City, and because of that, it makes it a difficult game. If you get what the point that I'm making there and where I'm coming from, just makes everything difficult. Clock ticking away, 7.5 minutes. Martin's still back in a comfortable win. Reckons we're better than Bayern. It'll be an interesting one, really interesting one. And Thiago is challenged and loses the ball high up, but Liverpool eventually deal with it. And do you know what I can't believe? In the Anfield Road stand, they have safe standing right next to the away end, and they're all sat down. Eh? Why are they not stood up? Bantering with the away fans, encouraging the team. What? Arsenal well and truly got the sting away here. And I reckon if there's going to be another goal in this game, I think it could well be going to Arsenal. They look like they've got this to me at the Mo. The CD playing with You'll Never Walk Alone. They'll play that in the 90th minute and that'll be that. It looks so flat. Yellow card's coming out. Is that yellow card number 8? I'm amazed we've not had a red card in this game. Amazed! So don't forget, 29 likes away from 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. And also don't forget as well to go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Links and details there in the description and in the live chat too. Cross comes in. Oh, it's a free header. Is it Gabriel with the header? Oh, that should have been bagged. That should have been buried. That should have been Arsenal walking away with the 3 points from Anfield. And they haven't. Sealed this one off and it gets cleared. Martin, you're making me feel old because I know what a CD is. It was a nightmare when you scratched them. No longer compatible. Couldn't play them. Here's Bukayo Saka. Done nothing in this game so far. But he might just do something. Twist and turns and gets a ball across and finds nobody. Do you know what? Allison fancies himself. He's that left back right now, chasing after that ball. That gets the crowd going. Can Liverpool do something? 5 minutes remaining plus whatever's going to be added on. Here's Darwin Nunez now. Of course. Oh, my God. Do you know what? Liverpool fans have to watch Darwin Nunez week in, week out. How much did they spend on him? 90 million, was he? 80 or 90 million quid? Wow. The VHS videotapes. We love it. We love it. Van Dijk then. Alexander-Arnold. Just, what is that? Where's the quality when you need it? Here's Firmino. Robertson. Firmino. Robertson. Cross. Headed clear. Salah. There's an overlap of Henderson. Eventually gets used. Can he put something into the box? Alexander-Arnold. Oh, it's Zinchenko. Come on. Put something in. It's deep. Header. He's in. Roberto Firmino to equalise for Liverpool. And just like that, this title race is on. Who needs a missed penalty? Arsenal have bottled a 2-goal lead. And it's Bobby Firmino. And the team that's smiling most right now is the boys in blue in Manchester. The draw does Arsenal no favours. The draw does Liverpool no favours. But it's the boys in blue. Because it puts it back into City's hands, and it's Bobby Firmino, the Brazilian striker, set up by Trent Alexander-Arnold, putting it through Zinchenko's legs, and the ball comes in. It's a clean goal. There's no VAR checks. It's 2-2 here. Late on at Anfield. What did I say about Anfield, everybody? What did I say? The question is now, 2.5 minutes. Can Liverpool find a winner? Can Liverpool hold this out? I heard all the boys in blue are singing "You'll Never Walk Alone" on the 90th minute. Learn the words, get them up. It's 2-2. Come on, let's get them 100 likes. They dropped points today. 100 likes. Come on, everybody. 26 to go. Here's Robertson. Can it get better? Liverpool putting Arsenal under pressure. They get themselves a 3 kick. A draw's not good enough for Arsenal. They need to win. John's getting it on. Zinny's off. He gets Meggs, then he's taken off. Tierney, Scottish international, put on. Let's get them 100 likes. 22 to go. Arsenal are dropping points today. If we hit them 100 likes, let's get them up. 22 to go. Mikel Arteta, plenty to think about. 1 minute plus whatever's to be added on. Anfield's on its feet. Oh, whoa. What's Allison doing there? Giving away. What's Alexander-Arnold doing there? What are they doing? Shot comes in. It's wide. It's wide. Okay. 18 to go. 18 likes. Let's get them up. I think today's that day. Today's that day. Arsenal are dropping points. I can smell it. Today is the day. Goes back in the hands of City once more. If JSGC gets 100 likes, Martin, I'm always happy to go Mancunian way, regardless of the likes. I don't actually know the words to "You'll Never Walk Alone" other than "When You Walk Through a Storm." 90th minute. 6 minutes added on. A massive 6 minutes in the Premier League. Bobby Firmino with a goal. Making the tackle and the interception. This game could go any way. I can't believe how relaxed Arsenal are about the situation. I thought they'd have been going all guns blazing, and I think that's gone out for... Is that gone out for a throw-in or a corner? Given a corner, right? Some defending to do. 5 minutes left. We're through the first. Corner Arsenal and some defending to do. 13 likes. Let's get them up. 13 likes. Trossard to take this corner. Allison gathers that. Never doubted him. They're thinking about the counter-attack. It's a 4-on-4. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, he's found Salah still. It weren't the best pass. It's just taking the sting away, I think. 9 likes. Shot. Oh, it's wide. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Oh, imagine if they go on to win the game. We already know City have got the goal difference. We know that if we can beat Arsenal at the Etihad, goal difference doesn't really come into the equation because we'll have, what, 5, 6, 7 goals on them. With the games remaining, it's difficult to make that back unless you're going to start whacking teams 5 or 6-0. And at this point in the season, you don't care about 5 and 6-0. You just care about them 3 points. 4 minutes. 9 likes to go. Headed clear by Van Dijk. That's handball, referee. Bukayo Saka's not happy. I mean, Liverpool, a point's no good here. They need to win. They need to win. Don't forget, leave a thumbs up. That'd be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. It's going to be a busy one from now until the end of the season. I'm going to keep you up to date every single step of the way. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Links and details there in the description. And also in the live chat, Arsenal get themselves a throw-in just on the edge of their own penalty area. But more importantly for Manchester City, another minute ticks away. 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes to get 9 likes and Arsenal dropping points. Come on, let's do it. Tierney sends it long, headed clear by Thiago. I tell you what, how good's Thiago? They look so much better, Liverpool, in midfield since he's come on. Robertson pings one in. Salah! Oh! Liverpool got a penalty. They felt like they were getting tugged back there. What a ball in! I'm not sure if he's onside. Tierney's all over his shoulder there. Ah, Salah should bag. Oh, how's Salah not put that in? Misses the penalty, misses the sitter. 2 minutes then. And Salah, is he in? He could be in. Put something into the box. Salah. Liverpool just keeping hold of the ball. Liverpool need the goal. You don't rule out them getting it, you know. Salah. Shoots. Deflection. Oh, what a save. Oh. What a save from Ramsdale. Backs against the wall for Arsenal. Right, 7 likes. They're dropping points, guys. Come on. Come on. 7 more. Let's make it happen. I think it'll be the first time I've ever done a watch-along that isn't a City game that hits 100 likes. Let's do it. 2 minutes. Less than that. Corner. Whipped in. Van Dijk was having his shirt pulled then. There we go. 6 likes to go. Come on, guys. Alexander-Arnold. 1 minute to go. Chipped in! Header! Oh, what a save from Ramsdale again! Salah still got it! Pen! Red! Arsenal's got the counter! No! Oh, Allison, you big, beautiful Brazilian man! Who gathers that one up? Come on! That's a foul. Jeez, man. Right, 5 likes. Come on, 5 to go. 20 seconds. Get back, Liverpool. Why is there only 4 back? Foul him. Do something, Trossard. Oh, what a challenge, Thiago. Oh, throwing to Liverpool. Come on. 3 likes to go, everybody. 3 to go. How on earth has Konate not put that ball in from before? 2 to go. They're dropping points. We can smell it. We can smell it. Get them likes up. I think the final whistle's gone. It has. Yes. They've dropped points. It's back in the hands of Manchester City, everybody. Yes. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I am fucking exhausted. Oh my God. Arsenal 2-0 up at Anfield. They've bottled it 2-2, and I tell you what, they are bloody lucky to only come away with a point. Liverpool should have bagged at least a couple of goals. Ramsdale, that could be a massive point for Arsenal, but right now, the team that's happiest, Manchester City. They'll be very happy in the blue half of Manchester right now, I'll tell you that one. And there it is, 100 likes. Cheers, everybody. Wow. I need to go and lie down. Right, I'm going to end the stream in the next minute or so, everybody, because I need to go and lie down. I need to go and lie down. As Martin said, that was more stressful than watching City. Jeez Louise, we're on 103. Can we 110? That'd be brilliant. Right, guys, I'll be back tomorrow. Preview for the Bayern game. So you've got that to look forward to. Hopefully have that out in the morning for you guys to look forward to. Thank you, everybody, for interacting with me today. Everyone that's tuned in, everyone that's left a thumbs up, the donations and everything. Thank you so much for that. Much appreciated. And we'll have a match vlog up for the Bayern game. No live watch along for that, unfortunately, but I am going to be at the Etihad instead. Really looking forward to that one. South Stand, level 3. JSGC is going to be giving it large to the Germans in there. Let's have it. Champions League next up. It's back in the City hands as well. This has been a dream weekend for everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like the video if you did enjoy it. Subscribe if you're new around here. Plenty more content to come. Social media links there in the description below and also in the live chat too. If you want to, they're not in the live chat, they're on the yellow banner at the bottom if you want to go and check that out. That would be much appreciated. Fantastic mixing, no buffering this time. I think we've sorted it out. I think it's just having a bit of an off day yesterday. Made the Southampton experience a bit... But today's experience at Anfield, big thumbs up. We'll have all the build-up to the Bayern game. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Much appreciated. I'll see you all again real soon. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. BetMates link, that's in the description and also in the live chat too. And I'll see you all again real soon for the next Manchester City video. I'm going to go and have a lie down now. But it's official. It's back in Manchester City's hands. This Premier League title race well and truly on. Thanks for watching. I've been JSGC. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.